The story that we are going to do today is Lost Spring by Anees Jung. The title of today's story is I Want to Drive a Car. Now this is story of Mukesh, who lives in Firozabad. Firozabad is the center of India's glass bangle industry. It is in north central India between Agra and Delhi. In Firozabad, everybody is a bangle maker. The story also tells us about child labor. In Firozabad, even the children below the age of 14 are engaged in bangle making, and people there are unaware of the law against child labor. They do not know that if the law is strictly implemented, Mukesh and other children like him who are working in the bangle industry can be taken out of the industry. Then the story also tells us about the unhealthy living and working conditions in Firozabad. People here are caught in a vicious web. They cannot change their profession. So in this story, when everybody is indulged in only one profession, that is bangle making, Mukesh, he wants to become a motor mechanic. Let's read the story of Mukesh. Mukesh insists on being his own master. Mukesh tells the narrator Anees Jung that he wants to be the master of his own destiny. I'll be a motor mechanic, he announces. Do you know anything about cars, I ask. I here is the narrator Anees Jung. Anees Jung asks him if he knows anything about cars. I learned to drive a car, he answers, looking straight into my eyes. Now, looking straight into eyes is an expression that Mukesh is very much confident. He has the courage. He wants to be a motor mechanic. His dream looms like a mirage amidst the dust of streets that fill his town, Firozabad, famous for its bangles. So when Mukesh talks about his dream to become a bangle maker, to the narrator, his dream, it appears like a mirage, an illusion, amidst the dust of streets that fill his town Firozabad, which is famous only for its bangles. Every other family in Firozabad is engaged in making bangles. It is the center of India's glass blowing industry, where families have spent generations working around furnaces, welding glass, making bangles for all the women in the land, it seems. In Firozabad, when everybody is making bangles, Mukesh's dream to be a motor mechanic, it appears more like an illusion, which does not appear to be a reality. Mukesh's family is among them. None of them know that it is illegal for children like him to work in the glass furnaces with high temperatures, in dingy cells without air and light, that the law, if enforced, could get him and all those 20,000 children out of the hot furnaces where they slog, where they spend their daylight hours, often losing the brightness of their eyes. So Mukesh's family is also amongst those who are making bangles in Firozabad. None of them is aware of the law against child labor. They do not know that it is illegal for children under the age of 14 to work in the glass furnaces with high temperature. These children work in dimly lighted cells without air and light. They do not know that if the law against child labor is implemented, it could get Mukesh and all those 20,000 children out of those hot furnaces where they work during the daylight hours. And while working in the bangle industry, the major loss is to the eyesight. Here in the bangle industry, people lose the brightness of their eyes because they are all the time working in dimly lighted room in front of the hot furnaces. Mukesh's eyes beam. There is a gleam, there is a shine in his eyes as he volunteers to take me the narrator, take me home, which he proudly says is being rebuilt. So Mukesh offers the narrator Anees Jung that he would like her to visit his home. He tells her very proudly that his home is being rebuilt. We, narrator and Mukesh, we walk down stinking lanes, choked with garbage, past homes that remain hovels, which are simply huts with crumbling walls. Walls are shaky, doors are wobbly, they make a creaking sound. There are no windows to these houses, and these houses are crowded with families of humans and animals coexisting. In these houses, human beings and animals are living together in a primeval stage. As if in an uncivilized society, human beings and animals, they live together.